All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is January 11th. Oh boy. Oh. Actually, where's my. Nah, whatever. I'm just going to talk. I'm feeling anxious as hell right now. So, I'm going to talk about that because that's something that's I've wanted to talk about for a little bit now. Anxiety and how to cope with it, how to deal with it, how to manage it, how to rise above it. Is I was really anxious as a person. Um, Social situations were terrifying. Absolutely, just I could not. I could not handle it. I could not deal with it. It was not an option. I could not. Nope. Nope. Couldn't do it. And I've grown out of that now. It's pretty amazing how in like 2 years ish, I went from nope, not gonna go out at all to yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, let's go. Uh, to me, the way that my brain works, I rationalized it. I was just very logical about it, and it's like, look, there's like 150 people here. None of them give a shit. Why do I give a shit? Why do I care? Why is it? Oh my god! Like, hey, dude. Obviously, it's not a problem. There's 150 people in this room that none of them are thinking about that thing. So get out of my head. What is this BS that I'm trying to convince myself of like something wrong is gonna happen or something? I feel like it's almost always a result of you just genuinely not believing in yourself. Because for me, it was just once I was able to understand the fact that I was able to handle myself in situations as most people are, because you're not an idiot. You've got a brain. You can figure things out. It's not that complicated. And you know that. You do know that. Somewhere back in the recesses of your brain, you know that. You just let that anxiety crap take over and it manipulates your thinking. Take a step up to the plate and remember that who gives a fuck? Who cares? It's that simple. Who cares? Oh, but I might look like an idiot. What do you mean? How? Why? Because you're walking? Because you're walking? It's like the movie The King's Speech. He has this debilitating speech impediment. He can barely get a sentence out. He's useless as an orator. Oh man, that's another word I don't say enough to know how to say it well. Orator, 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 whatever. And they put the headphones on him, and he just speaks completely fluidly, no problems at all, not a single issue, no hesitations, no stuttering, nothing. It's all in your fucking head. It is completely in your head. And you get more and more in your head and you freak yourself out more and more. And then it becomes a cycle. And then you're, shut up, dude. Stop. 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 Take a fucking breath and remember you're not an idiot. You can approach life. It's not that complicated. You're not a moron. Have some damn confidence in yourself that you can actually handle a conversation with a person that you haven't met before. It's not that hard. That's the dialogue I was going through. I mean, if that helps anybody else, sure, but that's the dialogue I was going through. It's not that complicated. Yeah, you've never met the person before, but another thing, like as misguided as Jordan Peterson tends to be nowadays, he had a good point when he said that in his first book, he said, pretend that everybody knows something that you don't. So talk to them that way. If you walk into a place of business and they say, "Oh, well, this can't happen." You don't know, right? So just go with what they say. The audacity of some of these people to be like, "Well, I want this to happen." That's not how it works. Get over yourself. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic here, but just for an example. Anxiety is cruel, man. It really takes over fast. It's pretty brutal. It's a pretty brutal experience because it just consumes you immediately and it feeds itself. So it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse so fast. So fast. And you can't even get out of it fast enough because it just takes you out. It's pretty insane. You can become completely flustered in front of people and just immobile, useless, mute, just drooling. It's pretty insane. But I will tell you this. As someone who dealt with anxiety to a relatively severe degree, you can get out of it. You can get out of it. It's not that hard. For me, I'm a very logical person. Um, so I had to get over the emotional aspect of it by approaching it in a very logical way. And for me, it was just, dude, there's 300 people in this room and no one gives a shit. Why do I? It's that simple. It's really that simple. Dude, get over yourself. What is this BS that you're fighting yourself on? Stop. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. You came to this place for a reason. If you're at the DMV thinking, "Oh man, everybody's looking at me," I can guarantee you no one gives a fuck about you. People are selfish assholes. They do not give a shit. If anybody is thinking about you, they're not someone worth impressing. So why do you care about their opinion? That's the other side of the same coin. It's like if someone is actually judging you, why would you care about their opinion? They are a person that's not even worth giving the light of day. Oh, his clothes. Oh, how he looks. Oh, this. Oh, that. He's standing weird. Dude, if that person didn't exist, it would be a net positive for the world. And you're worried about how they feel about you? Come on. Do yourself a favor, man. Yeah, anxiety is really difficult though. As someone who dealt with it a lot for a very long time, it is very difficult to get out of. I have a I have a story. Me and a group of friends, we went to like the downtown area of our city town, whatever it is. I guess it's more of a city, whatever. Um, and there's like this bar that's underground. It's like in the basement, and it has a very low ceiling, and I did not want to go in there at all. That sounded terrible. I was already really pushing myself earlier in the night. We had gone to a couple other bars, and they were relatively open, and I had worn myself out, and my social battery was gone, and it was too much. It was too much energy. No. So the idea of like a place with an 8-foot ceiling and like 200 people crammed into like 300 square feet, it sounded terrible. So I just, we're all in line, and the way my friends tell the story is they were just talking and they turned back to Ted talk to me, and I was already just walking down the street. I was walking home because I lived like 4 blocks away. We were in line for the place, and I just turned around and left without even saying bye. I was like, nope, this is not happening. I am out of here. No way. No way in hell. I am not going to sit around and wait for them to try and convince me. I am just leaving. Oh, man. Yeah, it was pretty bad. That was around the point where I was starting to get over it a bit. Because 6 months before even that, I would have said, no, I'm not going out at all. Hell no. Like, I never went out because it was just so intense and so like it was so much weight on my shoulders being out in public places. It was brutal, absolutely brutal. But I'll tell you right now that the main thing that I used to teach myself to get over it is be completely logical about it. Be completely logical about it, because emotions are what got you in the mess in the first place. They're the ones that are feeding that stupid view of like, I mean, it's insecurities of some kind, depending on where you're coming from personally. It could be various things, but it stems from insecurities. That's what it is. You got to face that head on. Either you're not confident in your ability to approach new situations, or you're afraid of some kind of failure, or you're afraid of embarrassing yourself, or you're afraid of saying the wrong thing, or you're afraid of, like, the list goes on. But it's insecurities. That's all it is. Have a little bit of confidence in yourself that you are indeed not a total moron, and you can handle situations as they come to you. Because, duh, just figure it out. You are your own person. Don't let anybody rush you. Don't let anybody push you into a corner. Don't let anybody try to, like, well, you got to figure it out now. No, I don't actually. Give me 30 seconds. You know? Anyway. Yeah. That was something I dealt with a long time. So I've been thinking about talking about that for a while, but it is that's definitely one of the biggest changes that I had for me personally over the last 4 or 5 years. So I hope this can do something for somebody, maybe. But all right, I'll talk to you later.